RowdCAST contains adult languages, adult themes, and adult situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
No! No! No!
Entering the RowdCAST, an online radio show brought to you weekly by me, your host, Rowdy Radloff, coming straight from Toledo, Ohio, with our many cast of characters. I am live, I am uncensored, I am unfiltered, and I'm coming right to your ears, right to your brain, so listen up, because it's going to be a hell of a show. She definitely shit outside. That 100% happened. If you don't know what the fuck that was, that's a video that I just put up on the RowdCAST page. And it's a chick bent over. Looks like she's pissing when these guys come up on her. And she's got a book bag kind of covering her ass. And after he says it, she don't like get up and walk away. She just sits there and covers it fucking up. So she definitely took a big shit outside. But it's fucking funny as fuck, man. It's had me geeking the fuck out. So I had to share it with you guys. You know what this is? The motherfucking RowdCAST. There's only fucking one. The motherfucking RowdCAST. You know how it's done. And it's done like this. I am Rowdy Radloff. I am your host through this fucking craziness thing that we call our reality. And what the fuck is up, people? It's happy 2016. Ain't nothing changed. Hair is getting a little grayer. Body's hurting a little more. Still the same fucking person. Still a fat fuck. Trying to fucking lose some weight here. Get myself back on track. Get myself fucking healthy before I fucking die. Before my kidneys quit on me. But, I'm having a couple cocktails. Getting into this fucking thing. What's up, people? If you're joining me on Spreaker.com, you know that's where I'm at. That's where I'm always live. Please follow me there. You can also find me on Sundays, in which we're going to be also moving to Fridays on the Three Lunatics podcast. Big shout out to Zach, Iron Man Zach over there at the Three Lunatics, for bringing me on board. So you can always, that's kind of like my second show, my second home. And I love doing that shit. We got a lot of cool things that we've been talking about. So definitely follow Three Lunatics. Also, I also have to throw some love out there to Pumpkin Face, and Uncle Ghoulie, and all those guys. I appreciate them playing my stuff, plugging me, promoing me, and I'm a happy little family here at Speaker for the most part. And all you other fuckers that are on here, fuck you. This is the RowdCAST. This is number 66. That means we have over fucking, I bet almost 100 hours of this fucking RowdCAST thing. Damn close. Go back. Do your homework. They're all up there. They're all on YouTube. Most of them are on Speaker. I think to the first, maybe first 30 episodes are on YouTube. And I'm in the process of getting all those together and getting those on a website so everything will be accessible on one website. You also can find me on iTunes. I do big things here. I'm also on Stitcher. I'm on almost every platform that you can reach me. I'm there. So you have no excuse to not listen to my motherfucking podcast. And, I had some plans for Saturday. I always like to do my Saturday show. I have plans for Saturday to have the podcast and have my guest. And I just couldn't wait. I had the day off today. A lot of stuff. It's a big day. Big day going on. This thing with Obama comes on here and does this thing with, his little speech about restrictions and things he's going to do about gun control. And the world goes crazy, pretty much. Everybody's bitching, you're not going to take my guns and everything. And I don't know exactly if that's what he said. I think, and I went back and listened a couple times to exactly everything that was coming out of his mouth. And to me, it didn't seem, and I know I already hear the fucking conservative, the fucking NRI people, that it's a slippery slope. If we start, I say this all the time, the slippery slope. If we start giving him, we let him do this, we let him make little restrictions here and there, it turns into a big thing, and pretty soon they're restricting everything, and they try to take your guns away. I get that concern, I get that scare. But I really think the big thing that I took away from this, his thing was, his whole speech that he gave was, they're going to start watching medical records and say if you're diagnosed with schizophrenia or you're diagnosed with depression and shit like that, that'll be on your background, and that'll go underneath your background check, and all your medications you're on and shit like that will all be accessible to your background checks, which I think is a great fucking idea, because I've said this thousands and thousands of times before, but we don't have a gun problem in this country. We have a crazy people problem. We have way too many people that are just insane. They are fucking wacky, and they need medicine. They got to have medicine, and a lot of people either get medicine, maybe not the right medicine, or they are on medicines that have weird side effects, and they start acting crazy. They want to kill themselves or kill a bunch of people. And I think more things need to be done in that phase than on the restrictions of actual gun, because I think we're starting to see now in the times that we're in that all the time you hear of these older ladies and stuff, people are trying to rob their house and they fucking shoot a home invader dead, or girl was gonna get raped and she had a gun, she shot somebody, got away. I mean, it's self-defense. There's no reason to not have one for self-defense. And it's scary in the times that we're at that it has to be that way. But it does have to be that way. But everybody is, you're coming for our guns, I didn't hear anything like that. And of course, also though, is we're not going to get, they're not, I guess the things that he said today, I'm sure not everything that he's trying to do did he say that. That's kind of how it works. I'm sure there's other things that he kind of left out that people may argue with or may not agree with. But I think for the most part, the measures that he's going for, I think are in good faith. So, I can't say I'm the biggest Obama fan, but I don't hate the guy. And he was crying. He had some tears coming down his face. I think that was legit. I think they were. I bought it. I think, he was talking about all these kids that have lost their lives and been shot and killed by these fucking psychopaths. and he teared up, and some tears came down his face, and I believe that was real, and that's something that I respect about the man, because I think he is honest in some ways. But again, he's a politician, so we know that they're not fucking honest. We know that a lot of them are not honest, but I feel like that was a true moment, and I feel like that just shows that he's more, and like, he's not going to score any brownie points. He's not going to get reelected again. It's just, that's something, this is an issue that must be, close to his heart, and that's why he's taking the measures that he is. But, what I got from it, like I said, what I got from it is that fucking, there has to be, and a couple of things that he said, we can't get a kid can't get an aspirin bottle open, but he can fucking get a gun and safety off, and it's true. All the fingerprints on our phones, but we can't fucking get a fingerprint on a gun. You telling me they can't put some kind of thing in there where you put your thumb on it, unlock it? These are the things that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's perfectly fucking normal, and that kind of shit should be fucking done. So, I'm sure I have plenty of people that fucking argue to death with me about that, but, people say, you can't buy, you can't get guns online and shit like that. Yeah, you can. You can get fucking anything you want online. If you know the right people, you talk to the right people, somebody points you in the right direction, you ask the right questions, you'll get what you fucking want on the internet. I'm serious. You could get a fucking tiger if you fucking wanted one. You know what I'm saying? If you know the right fucking sources and the right avenues to go down, you can get yourself fucking what you want to get yourself. So, that to me does not, that's not a valid point at all. I think that's fucking stupid, actually. But enough about that bullshit, I'm sure you're going to hear that all week long. All kinds of bullshit about it. That's my 2 cents. It is what it fucking is. But you can't deny the facts, and the facts are, we've talked about this in the RowdCAST for fucking almost 2 years now. Coming up on January, we'll be hitting our 2-year mark, and I'm very fucking excited, man, to be going into my fucking, to be 2 years fucking old. Going into a 3rd year. I could have never imagined that. But in those 2 years, again and again and again, we've talked about mass shootings. We've talked about, the wrong people getting their hands on guns and causing fucking chaos and death. And this isn't a thing that happens in other civilized societies. They don't have this problem that we do. They have guns just like we do. But they don't have these mass shootings and all this shit like that. So either where our access to guns is too easy, or we prescribe, certain medicines. Maybe there's a link to certain medicines. But whatever it is, we got to figure it out. And I think these are the steps in the right way. But you can't fight the stats that we do have an issue with mass shootings and people, the wrong people being able to get guns and cause chaos easily. So that's something that has to be fucking dealt with. And I feel that way 100%. And like you said, that's it. That's it for that. We're not going to talk about that anymore. The other issue I want to get out of the way right off the bat, these fucking ranchers up there in Oregon. And I won't even call them ranchers. I don't know what the fuck they are. Because you hear all kinds of different things. You have some people that are saying that these people are patriots and they want to be called soldiers of the Constitution or some shit like that, or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves. And they're saying they're doing this for the constitutional rights because they've burnt land and done all this shit. And then you hear that they did this because these guys are going to be sentenced to jail that burn all this land and are considered arsonists. This thing that these guys that burnt the land that are supposed to go to jail, this happened in 2001. Why are we just now in 2015 fucking sentencing them? I don't understand. I don't know if they went on the run or what the fuck happened there, but it don't matter. But my biggest thing is with these guys, this Ammon Bundy, or whatever the fuck his name is. His dad, a couple years ago, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, had this standoff at his ranch out there somewhere out west. Same thing. All these people came and everything, and he was having to stand off with the government because something they were trying to take land, or they were buying land. They were buying up land from people or something like that, and he had this big standoff that he wasn't going to leave. Well, now his son's doing the same fucking thing. But my issue here is that these motherfuckers aren't. Yeah, they say all this stuff about Constitution, and they want to, they talk a good talk. They want to. They're going to seize the land back, and they're going to let the miners come back, and the lumberjacks and all this shit, and all the ranchers and stuff can take the land back. But the thing is they said in February, this Armin Bundy, took a small business loan from the federal government, where there's a what is the word I'm looking for? Like a grant out there or something that you can get into for small businesses that they'll loan you money to help with a small business. And for his, I believe it was a machinery business or something like that, he loaned $530,000 from the federal government. And I'm sure that hasn't been paid back. See, that to me it doesn't make sense, because you want to talk all this about how you're all natural and you're going to live off the land and fuck the government and you're standing up to the government, it's a tyranny, but yet you're borrowing money out of their back pocket. You're taking some of the programs that they have and stuff, you're taking advantage of them. Yeah, it's there for you, but it doesn't really make sense. You're kind of you don't think I don't think he thought people would find out about that, but that's true. So I don't really have my mind completely made up about this Bundy character. I don't, something there doesn't seem right. And we're going to see what happens. This has been a couple days, 4 or 5 days. They've had a standoff. He's still up there. They have people that have been going up there. I guess they have, all kinds of armed people up there right now. Somebody calling in on the line right now. Hold on, let's see. Hello?
Hey, Roadster.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, man? You podcasting?
Yeah, I'm actually live right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was listening to it.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I actually have you live right now. You're talking live on the air.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. You got anything to add about this motherfucking Bundy character?
What explain this again? Tell me again what he's doing.
These ranchers, these guys that they're calling themselves the soldiers of the Constitution or something. They took over this property, this land in up in Oregon. It was like a Federal Reserve land. And they took over this. It's just like a federal building, like a reserve building. They've taken over with their guns. They've seized it. They won't budge. They're having a standoff with the fucking cops.
Still?
Yeah, they haven't backed down. And that's what I was talking about, is this guy's talking all about how he's taking the land back for the people and the government's tyranny and blah, blah. But they said that he just took a loan out in February for $530,000 from the federal government for a small business loan. And
sounds to me like somebody found a really creative way not to pay back the bank.
That's what I was thinking, too. I'm sure that money's not coming back. He's probably going to go out with a bang, dude.
Well, I mean, hey, you borrow over $500,000. I mean, shit, if you can't pay it back, I mean, you might as well go out swinging.
True. Very
true.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very, very true.
I mean, hey, think of it like back in 2004 when we hit that, like, major recession.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was it 2004, or am I thinking of the
2008.
wrong time?
2008 is when the housing market started to crash.
Oh, yeah. Well, think of if everybody did that back in 2008. Good God, if we all seized government buildings and stuff like that back in 08, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been pretty intense. But that's what I say. I'm kind of caught. I'm kind of caught between with this guy. It's like saying there's a tyranny going on, say that the government's doing shady shit. Yeah, I agree with it, but maybe not his causes or the shit, because to him there's something shady about this motherfucker. His dad had a standoff about 5 years ago with the federal government out on his ranch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about this family that fucking sucks nuts, and I don't buy it. I'm not jumping on board yet with it. I don't know.
Well, the government didn't entirely screw him over. I mean, they gave him $500,000.
No shit. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
So yeah, well, how bad? What'd you say?
I said I wouldn't call that screwing him over.
No, I wouldn't either. It sounds like you got it pretty good if you got that kind of loan.
Yeah, if you got that kind of loan, yeah, you're not exactly in bad standing, especially if you're, you know, if your predecessor, who was your father or whatever, had a standoff with him too. You know what I mean? You're not doing that bad.
No, not at all. And yeah, it's just you just I don't know. But they have all these people that are, oh yeah, fight the man, blah blah, and it's like I don't know. I wouldn't jump on. I wouldn't put all your fucking eggs in one basket with this motherfucker because you know.
They're not going to be able to fight the man.
No, the man, exactly. The man's already got that place surrounded, and all they got to say is the fucking word, dude, and they're gonna fucking jump in there, and if they got to shoot everyone up, they shoot everyone up. They got to gas everybody out. They'll gas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, let me give you a little secret about the federal government. The federal government has the kind of money where they can burn that building to the ground, and everybody inside of it can just kind of die, and then they'll build a new one like a week later. They've got Donald Trump money, man. It's not.
Yeah. They call it things. There's things like false flag attacks where they make you believe that something happened when it didn't exactly happen the way that you may believe that it happened.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Or
yeah,
to get you riled up to believe in a certain cause or a certain agenda that they're trying to push.
Oh, yeah, that's how everybody that building had a gas leak and it blew up. In reality, they threw like 10 incendiary grenades and burned the place down.
Yep, exactly.
They'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Very,
very crazy.
Shit, yeah.
Well, dude, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, no problem. I'll listen to the rest of your show then.
Yeah, keep listening to me and keep sharing it, man. And we'll have you on again. We'll have you on again as a guest soon, dude. We'll do this again.
All right, dude.
Thanks for your 2 cents, brother.
Yeah, man. Later.
Peace. And that was Ben Barrett. That is a family of mine. He's been on guests before. Go back and listen. Entertaining cat, funny dude. But when somebody rings the phone, the Rowd man picks up. I don't deny you guys. This show is your show too. So if you got something that you want to say or heated, you know the Skype is there. You know that fucking about to burp. You know that Skype is there for you, motherfuckers, and you know that my phone is too. If you're cool enough to know my phone number, so that's for sure. But you know, I think we beat that. We talked about that enough, and you're gonna keep hearing. I've already heard about that enough, but like I said, I wouldn't follow this Armin Bundy 100% yet because something don't smell right, and I'm sure we'll figure out really soon. You know, this next little segment I'd like to call the hit list, and this is a few stories that I have that have just popped up in the news in the last couple days that I would like to address with you. I'd like to talk about it. The first one is there's a chick. She was a teacher. And just like always, these motherfucking teachers are diddling these fucking little boys. She's fucking 44 years old. Christine Taylor is charged with 1 count of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, according to the statement from DuPage County's state's attorney's office. Taylor is a teacher at Jefferson Junior High in Naperville, Florida, I believe. She hosted a 16-year-old boy and his mother at her house for pizza on Friday in the 11,000 block of Spring Circle in Naper, according to prosecutors. But, I mean, she had pizza for the kid, and she was sucking his dick. I mean, fucking, the fuck, man? Why is he fucking ratting? Why is he ratting on her, dude? Fucking, that's the best thing that she could ever get. She's being held on $300,000 bail. Like, why did, that's what I would have known. There was a lot of fucking teachers when I was in school that I would have definitely stuck my dick in. And that never happened to me. I never fucking, not even close, dude. I didn't even feel like I ever had even close to a shot. Like, all you had to do is touch it once. It would have been on, man. I was a little horny kid, dude. I would have fucking, shit, dude. I would have went in raw dog. I didn't know no better. I would have, whatever, some dirty old fucking teacher. I would have banged it up, and I would have never told nobody. Your secret would have been safe with me. So all those fucking perv teachers out there, you could have did it to me. I wouldn't have had no issues. No issues at all. I don't get it. And I understand that some of these women are definitely pedophiles. They're perverts. They're fucking preying on these little boys, and these boys don't know what the fuck to do. But I'm telling you, at that age, I was ready. I was good. You could have came and sat right down on it. We would have been in like Flint. Off to the races. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Another one, right off the rip. These kids, they just posted this today. These kids, New Year's Eve night, working at a Pizza Hut, smoking a bong, recording themselves. Don't know why you kids are recording yourself. Okay. First announcement to kids out there. We live in 2016, guys. Everything you do, if you let somebody put a fucking phone in your face, more than likely they're recording you. So don't let them do that when you're doing shit that you could get in trouble for, or get fired for, or get arrested for. I'm guilty of it. I've done it too, kids. But now I'm older, so I've learned a little bit. So don't let your friends record you. Because I'm just recording this video. It's just like girls. If somebody's fucking you and recording you, shit's probably going to end up on the internet. So don't let them do it. So that's your first fucking mistake. But anyways, so these kids are working on New Year's Eve. You know, they gotta work on New Year's Eve. It fucking sucks. I used to have to do it all the time. So, and they're working late at a fucking Pizza Hut. One of the worst jobs in the world that sucks dick. So, somebody brings a bong and some weed, and it shows two of them hitting the bong, back in the kitchen. They're smoking the bong and blowing it out and laughing. It shows two of them, a guy and a girl. Well, everybody's fucking outraged. It's fucking offended. Everybody's fucking offended. They say these fucking kids, it's fucking health code violations. But the kids are fucking having fun, man. Smoking a bong because they got to fucking work late on fucking New Year's Eve, man. Give them a break. Number one, that's what I'm saying. They had to work late. They're fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? They got to work. They got no better. Everybody else is out partying, so they got a little high while they're back making pizzas. The second thing to that is, believe me, the people that are making your fucking pizzas, you want them to be high. People that are making your food in a restaurant, that's why everybody smokes dope. Because it kills time when you're working there, and you want to make shit look really good because you got the munchies. So everything you're making is fucking, chronic. You're fucking making the shit. You're making it look awesome. I cooked for a long time, so I know. You get real stoned, and you're like, yeah, dude, oh, look at these nachos, man, yeah, fucking build these nachos up, man, look how good these look, oh, I'd smash these, and then you hand them out, you're like, alright, someone's gonna love those, oh, look at the sandwich, man, oh, fucking sandwich looks so good, look at that shit, you send it out. I'm telling you, I cooked so much better when I was high, my shit looks so much better. You guys want your fucking pizza people to be high. But, again, kids, don't record yourself smoking bongs at your workplace. Never a good idea. But give the kids a break. I'm sure they'll lose their jobs, but fucking leave the kids alone. Let them smoke their weed. Let them make their pizzas. You know we all fucking did it, so fuck you if you have a problem with it, alright? My dogs are out of fucking control tonight. I don't know if someone's trying to break in my house or what's going on, but they're going crazy. Let me go check on these motherfuckers. Yo, shut the fuck up. What the fuck's going on? Settle down. Thought I was gonna have to shoot somebody in the face. Had some kids here the other night fucking asking me if I want to know about the word of Jesus Christ in all black at like 8 o'clock at night. They asked me if I knew anybody that wanted to know about the message. And I said, I didn't know nobody. I thought they would hopefully get the message to get the fuck out of here. But, so I think some people are casing my house. But speaking of gun control, little do they know, I got a gun for them. Fuck them. And fuck everybody. Fuck you all. You know, I mean, I don't care. This is my show. I do what I want. If I want to get up and leave, I can. I could just shut this fucking shit off and I could fucking turn this bus around right now, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Into other news, you fucking cunts. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. They found this fucking tablet. It's an old clay fucking tablet. And it looks like they said, they dated it back to 2,800 years old. A Mesopotamian tablet, clay tablet. And it looks like a fucking cell phone. It looks like one of those old Nokias. And that's what they're calling it, this old Nokia. 2,800-year-old Nokia. And, I mean, really, it looks like I used to have a little blue one. And, you know, the ones you used to play Snake on? I used to have one. And they were saying that they found this in Austria. According to a very reputable mysteriousuniverse.org, not much is known about what archaeologists were looking for when they came across this piece of not-so-terrestrial history. But it probably wasn't a Sumerian tablet for a 13th century BCE. And, I mean, dude, I'm pretty sure I got that up on the page. You gotta take a look at these fucking pictures. And it's just very, very bizarre. But if this is true, I mean, and I don't know, this is on Esquire who put this up, but they're pulling their source from some other website. I just don't know if it's reliable, but it looks realistic. It looks real fucking weird. And if this is true, then my theory is pretty fucking spot on, man. And I really think that aliens were here and they gave us their phones, and they were trying to teach us, you know, about their technology and shit. And if you think about that, if it's, you know, 2,800 years old, and they had Nokias then, think about what they have now. I mean, this was a tablet, but it's like somebody made this tablet for them to see what kind of technology they fucking had, you know? Something to look into. But I really think that aliens were here. I think we're aliens. I think somehow, and I've talked about this theory before. If you're a RowdCAST fan, you listen to me enough. But somehow the aliens put their DNA inside the monkeys, and the monkeys fucking fucked and made smart monkeys. And that's where we evolved from. Because they call it the human spark. They don't know where it came from. When monkeys started building tools and inventory and hunting and gathering as a unit, you know, as a community, as a society. They don't understand how that happened. They're starting to try to figure it out, but it doesn't really make much sense. There's two different ways. There's a stoned ape theory, where it thinks that monkeys lived in trees for so long, and then they came down out of the trees and started eating new food sources. They started eating mushrooms that made them more intellectual, and then started thinking a little more and trying things a little differently. And that's how we evolved. Or there's my theory, where I think an alien butt fucked a monkey, or fucked a female monkey, impregnated her. They had an alien monkey baby, and Neanderthals were born. And that's how we started. Monkeys started evolving, becoming smarter, and became man. I really think that could have happened. But to know that's my theory, is that aliens came and visited. And they say that Mesopotamia was maybe made by aliens. I don't think that's too far-fetched. There are some ancient societies that were made or helped. The pyramids, were made. They still have a hard time understanding that. We couldn't even make the pyramids today in the time frame that they made them by hand. So these kind of things are the mysteries that the mysteries of the world or the mysteries of the earth that we still don't understand, and maybe we'll never understand. But to think about, apes, if you are religious, that's fine. I'm sure not a lot of religious people listen to me, because I do say, a lot of shit that would make you contemplate your religion or think about things differently. But my thing is that if you look at these apes, you look at chimpanzees and shit, and you see how they act and how smart they are, to think that we didn't come from something like that is pretty, you got to just step outside the box a little bit, and I think you could easily understand that it's definitely a possibility that we've come from monkeys. But, and then people say, well, how come there's still fucking monkeys today? Well, how come if they evolved, how come they're still here? That's not how it fucking works. Did you hear what I just said? Monkeys shot their semen. They shot their cum into... The aliens shot their cum into the monkeys and made monkey humans. Something like that. Monkey aliens. That's what we do, We you come in a female and they grow a fucking baby in their belly for 9 months, and then they shit out the baby, and they have a baby. It grows inside of them. It kicks. It moves around like fucking the thing from Aliens that pops out of their belly. That's what it's like, dude. And everybody just thinks that's normal. Everybody thinks that's fine. That's cool. That ain't no big deal. That's normal. That's 9-month pregnancy. Yup, that's normal. That ain't fucking normal, man. That's weird. But nobody thinks it because it's been going on for so long that it's just a social norm. That's not normal, man. All animals, all mammals, all mammals, we all carry our young. Fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. Think about it. You want to hear something fucking else that's real fucking weird? About these fucking monkeys, dude. These motherfuckers. Listen to this shit. I always talk about the robots. How the robots are going to take over. They're going to, you hear about this in the VW plant last year. The robot grabbed the fucking kid, smashed him into the wall, and fucking killed him. They don't know why it malfunctioned. Just murdered this fucking kid. They're coming, dude. The androids are coming. Watch that movie that came out last year, Ex Machina. Fucking that kind of shit. Where we're making AI so smart that they're outsmarting us. They're going to be one step ahead. They're going to be better than us, smarter than us, faster than us. Once they realize that they can produce themselves, that they don't need us to make them, that they can do it themselves, we're fucking out of here. They don't need humans no more. All we do is pollute and ruin things. They don't need that. They got to keep this earth as good as possible. That's not something we do. We're not good at that. We're good at destroying it. So, we're out of the fucking picture, Jack. So, I think the robots are the main ones that are going to fucking take over. I think that's probably what's going to happen. But this kind of shit that I'm about to read about, this could happen too. We've all seen the movie Planet of the Apes. All seen it. So, which happened, I believe this happened sometime last year. Not too long ago, I don't think. But a young African boy was severely mauled by chimpanzees, and he will undergo a reconstructive surgery next week that will allow him to eat, drink, and talk like normal for the first time in 2 years. So this happened 2 years ago. He's 8 years old now. When he was 6, Dunia Sibyl, terrible at names, a slaughter mall, was playing with his 4-year-old brother and their friend near Virigua National Park in the Democratic Republic of Congo when they were attacked by a troop of chimps. The animals killed the friend, they killed and dismembered his brother, and they left Dunia severely injured. His upper and lower lips were ripped off, his face was smashed and disfigured, he lost some fingers, and some of his right ear, and had internal damage, said Dr. Leon Kempler, founder of the Smile Rescue Fund for Kids, who brought Dunia to the United States for treatment. It says, having no lips makes it very challenging for Dunia to chew and swallow food, so he's compensated by tipping his head back to eat and drink. He's also unable to make certain speeches sounds with his lips, with no lips. So, these fucking monkeys, dude, came upon them and fucking attacked them. And fucking ripped him apart and killed his brother and his friend. And almost killed him. If you see a picture of him, they fucking ate his face, dude. They ate around his fucking jaw and his fucking cheeks. They tried to fucking murder him. They tried to eat him, dude. This fucking happened. When you go, that's just, you just think about that. These kids are out playing in a national park. Yes, it was Africa. Have to be a little more careful in Africa. But you're thinking about lions and fucking snakes and shit like that. You're not thinking about monkeys fucking coming out of the trees, dude, and fucking attacking, working as a unit. Exactly what I was just talking about. Working together. Coming as one. Coming together, dude. Coming at you fucking like spider monkeys, like real monkeys, you know, fucking with spears and shit. They know how to hunt. They know how to fucking, dude, watch these videos of these monkeys that they hunt these other monkeys and they tear them apart. These chimpanzees, dude, are no joke. They are fucking no joke. They're super strong. They're fast. They're smart. You know, the Planet of the Apes, that thing wasn't just made off of, you know, just a crazy thought or a crazy, you know, fiction book. Motherfucker had some worries in his head, you know? He had some fucking nightmares about this shit. And that's what he made it. Fucking terrible, dude. I just can't imagine. I mean, this kid's got to live in fear, dude, of these fucking chimps coming after him again. It's fucking amazing, dude. I'm telling you, these monkeys, they fucking scare me a little bit. You know, I loved Planet of the Apes when I was a kid, but I always thought it was a movie, man. Now I'm starting to think, dude, there could be some reality to this. And people will say, oh, Rowdy, dude, you're paranoid, man. You're fucking paranoid. You're fucking, you think robots are going to take over, you think monkeys are going to take over, man. This shit ain't going to never happen, man. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, if you fucking as old as I am, you grew up when, you know, holograms and shit like that was just science fiction, the 80s movies and shit. This shit's reality now. This is virtual reality and shit, putting visors on. That shit's reality. Fucking drones that, these new drones they have, they're your watch. They wrap around your wrist and you fucking throw your arm up and it fucking flies off it unattaches around your wrist. It's a watch and it fucking flies up in the air and it has a camera on it. That shit was on cartoons and shit when I was fucking growing up. I'd watch my underwear on Saturdays. Shit's real. Shit's going on. So you're going to tell me that monkeys or robots, especially monkeys, can't take over this fucking earth? Whatever. Believe what you want. But I'm telling you, stay ready. That's why you gotta get your guns. See, it all ties full circle. Get your guns, be ready for either the robots or the monkeys. Because they're coming. Also, the other thing. I hope you want to know that hell has probably frozen over. Because it's been announced that Guns N' Roses are going to reunite at a festival this year. And I believe it when I see it. But, hey, I mean, if that happens, that's pretty crazy. But don't ever count on Axl Rose to do anything correctly. He's a fuck. But, you know, respect to Guns N' Roses. Some sweet music, some sweet jams back in the day. So I'm sure that would be an interesting show, though, if you could get tickets to it. I don't think they're playing Bonnaroo. I forget what it is. It could be Coachella. I'm not exactly sure. But look into that. And like I said, don't hold your breath. We'll believe it when we see it. Nobody in the chat tonight. Pretty surprised. I know people are listening because I see the numbers going up, but nobody says anything. So fuck all you guys. You guys can suck my ball sack. You can put my balls to your nose and smell them, so the skin of my nut sacks plugs up your nostrils when you're sucking it in, and it'll feel good for me. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is kind of a weird fucking thing, man. Real kind of weird. You know how the RowdCAST does here. We do real weird stuff. And this it's a virus. And it's called Zika. Zika. And what it does is it's been spreading around I believe, what is this? What country? Like South America, I believe. And what it does is it makes the baby have super small heads. It makes like the baby like an abnormally small. It's like a I don't know if you ever seen that thing with that little baby mask, like a dude in the full baby suit. He's got the big head and he's like dancing naked. It looks like that, but the head's like real tiny on the baby. Real fucking weird thing, man. It got me tripped out because I'm gonna have a kid pretty soon. So I'm really hoping this virus stays south. But they said since last July, at least 739 cases of babies were born with microphilia that have been detected in Brazil. A number is 5 times greater than usually occurs in the entire year. So something's going on where it's spreading faster and more people are being affected by it. It's got me tripped out though. And you have small things, but a baby, like the head of a baby, that's just fucking, that's got me, what the fuck, like a little midget baby head, like, and I'm sure anything can happen. You have kids, there's hundreds of thousands of diseases, is that diseases? That, there's all kinds of diseases and symptoms and things that can happen. Water in your baby's brain. Your baby can be autistic. You can have stillbirth. You can have, missing feet, missing legs, missing hands, missing fucking can't talk, there's everything that can go wrong, really, if you sit and try to think about it too much. So, not something I worry about, but to all the people, parents that are affected by it, it's a virus too, so that's something that spreads. It's interesting. They said that only the number of deaths has only been 3. It's confirmed as 3. So it's not like a lot of people are dying from it, but it's definitely something to be interested in or concerned about. At least look into it. And as I was looking at this Zika thing, it got me started thinking of, like, what are some of the, like, are there other diseases, are there other viruses that make things shrink? So I started to do some searching. And I didn't really find too much that was like an active virus or anything like that. That makes your things shrink, which I'm pretty surprised. I'm sure there might be. Maybe I didn't dig deep enough, but I did come up with one, and it's actually pretty interesting. It's called Koro, or Kuro, Koro. We'll call it Kuro. And what Kuro is a culture-specific syndrome in which an individual has an overpowering belief that his or her genitalia are retracting and will disappear, despite the lack of any true long-standing changes to the genitals. Kuro is also known as shrinking penis, as the shrinking penis. It is listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. The syndrome occurs worldwide, and mass hysteria of genital shrinkage anxiety has a history in Africa, Asia, and Europe. Oh, the United States? Okay. In the United States and Europe, the syndrome is commonly known... There we go. It's in America, too. It's commonly known as genital retraction syndrome. This condition can be diagnosed through psychological assessments along with physical examination to rule out genuine disorders of the genitalia that could be causing true retraction. So you think that your penis shrinks and goes up inside of you all the time. That's what the disease is, a mental disease. Very, very interesting. Don't say you never learned anything on the RowdCAST. But I was looking at that and I was just like, what the fuck? But there's people that actually every day they worry about their dick shrinking inside of them. And I mean, I've had that happen before, especially around here in the cold. We jump in some cold water or something. Shit, you tell me your dick don't shrink up inside of you. I think that's normal. I think that happens to every man. Or maybe I got a small dick. I don't know. It's interesting. Who knows? But all I know is I got a big old dong hanging down there. You know, I like to tell people that, so you know that I like to please those women. I like to jackhammer that shit. We've talked about this before. I like to smash it, get hard, and fucking go to town. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? But I really I want to say fuck yeah, and thank you guys so fucking much for still listening to my shit. I love you. Keep spreading my word, man. This fucking, I can't believe it's almost been 2 years. January, like I said, January 11th will be 2 years. And I believe that we will be live Saturday, which will be the 9th. So for the 9th, expect some big things. Have maybe a couple guests, at least one guest on with me. And we will talk all about fucking moving on with the RowdCAST and talk about some fucking great shit. I hope you enjoyed the fucking show. Keep hanging with me. Keep fucking talking about the RowdCAST. Keep fucking sending me emails. Keep fucking texting me. Keep sending me weird shit. I love it when you guys fucking send me weird shit. I appreciate it. But can't say nothing. All I can say is catch us Friday, catch us Sundays, 3 Lunatics, and like I said, Saturday, I will be live with the RowdCAST, and we will do our anniversary show, coming on 2 motherfucking years of greatness, of fucking weird and bizarre and fucking odd, funny stuff. Like I said, give a shout out to fucking the old pumpkin face at Truth Porn Militia. Listen to them shit. You might learn something over there. And as far as the 3 Lunatics, you know I'm always a part of that. And it is a blast. So if you want to laugh your fucking ass off, like you do here, check out 3 Lunatics. And I'm going to leave you with one thing. I got something I wanted to play. I heard this a day or so ago. And it's from the comedian Anthony Jeselnik. And he had a show on Comedy Central. Not sure if they canceled it or if what happened to it. Not exactly sure if he still has it or what. But he said some things on here, and he got in some trouble last year for some tweets and shit. I think a couple of times, but he has this on his special, and what he says, it pretty much sums up exactly how we feel here at the RowdCAST. How I know we feel with 3 Lunatics. You know, we do this podcast thing because I have no censor. Whenever I want to hit that little fucking red button that says record and go live, I can do that, and you can listen to me. And it's so worth the $19 I pay a month to be able to talk shit at least a couple times a week. So thank you so much. And check this out. We will end the show on that note because what he says is fucking the truth. So enjoy it. I'm out of here, fuckers. Peace.
So as soon as I get this TV show where I can do whatever I want, I say, you know what? I want to have a shark party. As soon as there's a shark attack, we're having a shark party. And I get lucky. About a month into my run, this guy from New Zealand gets eaten by a great white shark, the champagne of sharks. And I know exactly what to do. I've already got the script written. I walk out on stage, in front of the cameras, I say, ladies and gentlemen, this guy from New Zealand has been eaten by a great white shark. It's time for a shark party. Lights go down, music comes up. 6 women wearing shark dresses come out on either side of me, and we all start dancing for way too long. A stripper wearing a giant shark head runs out and gives me a lap dance. Very tasteful. And then I stand up and we show a giant picture of the guy who got eaten, which in retrospect is where it all went wrong. say my favorite thing I've ever said on television. Smile, you son of a bitch. Shark Party. And in America, where I'm famous for those types of shenanigans, everybody was like, Anthony, that was fucked up. It was fucked up to see you dance. End of controversy. However, in New Zealand, where they don't get my show, they've never seen me, and frankly, they don't get out much. The New Zealand media takes the video and they show it to the guy's family. And they say, what do you guys think about this? And they say, crikey! Or whatever the fuck they say over there. The point is, all of New Zealand rises up against me. All 45 of those cunts rise up and start threatening my life. Now, I don't read the things that people write about me on the internet, but I pay people who do. And they come to me, and they're like, Anthony, we've got some terrible news, please sit down. They say, you were getting a lot of death threats online from New Zealand because of Shark Party. And I was like, really? New Zealand wants to kill me? That's weird because they didn't even kill the shark. I said, how many death threats am I getting? And they're like, oh, all of them. You were getting all of the death threats. What do you want us to do about it? We can send someone there to talk to them, extra security here. What do you want? I said, no, forget about it. Leave it alone. Don't worry. This might be hard for some of you to understand. I've said it several times tonight. Everyone is going to die. I know full well I am going to die. And most of us don't get to choose how we check out. But if I die because someone murders me over one of my jokes, best case scenario. If somebody murders me over one of my jokes, I immediately become a legend. I'm a comedy god. The Mount Rushmore of comedy is me 4 times. I said, come on then. My security guys are like, okay, Anthony, well, just so you know, that is the dumbest thing we've ever heard. But you're the boss, okay. And they leave. And then the next day they come back. And they say, Anthony, sorry to bother you again. I know you didn't care yesterday, but it's gotten much, much worse. You're going to want to hear this. Say, Anthony, someone from New Zealand has tracked down your mom and dad's phone number and address in Pittsburgh, posted that online, and now your entire family is getting death threats from New Zealand. And I have to admit, that had never occurred to me before. It never crossed my mind that my family or my loved ones would ever pay the price, be caught in harm's way by something I've done or something I've joked about. And I would cut my throat for my jokes. I would give my life for what I do. But if anyone, and I mean this for a fact, if anyone ever hurt my family or killed someone I cared about because of a joke I've made, even better.